Welcome to episode 32 of Michael Reads from a Book, the series in which I read from a book. Today's book of choice is the Choose Your Own Adventure Transformers volume. I'm sorry, that's Find Your Fate Junior, not Choose Your Own Adventures. Transformers, More Than Meets the Eye, Attack of the Insecticons. Only you can help the Autobots defeat the Decepticons' evil plans. Sounds like a challenge to me. Alright, here we go. Vroom! The sound of a powerful motor echoes deep within a cave somewhere in the Pacific Northwest. Hanging from the ceiling, stalactites vibrate from the sound. A racetrack has been cleared on the rocky floor. Around the outside of the track stands the Autobots. With them are their human friends Sparkplug, Witwicky, and his son Buster. Let me say that again. Human friends Sparkplug, Witwicky, and his son Buster, presumably Buster Witwicky. They are watching a large red van speed around the track. It is Ironhide, the oldest and toughest of the Autobots. He is testing the Sun Pack, an experimental solar battery designed by Sparkplug. They are deep underground, so the test will be secret. The Autobots need fuel as much as humans need food. If this battery works as well as Sparkplug says, it could be the answer to the Autobots' prayers. Who do giant immortal robots pray to? Optimus Prime, the leader of the Autobots, is elated. 23 hours and still going strong, he says. Ratchet has been keeping a close eye on the test. If something goes wrong, he's the Autobots' fix-it man. Robot. Here, Ironhide, he calls to the van. How are you feeling? Have your old gears started to wear out yet? Go chew on a microchip, shouts Ironhide as he whizzes by. I have never felt better. Sparkplug checks his stopwatch. According to my calculations, he should have full power for another hour. With the Sun Pack, just 1 hour of sunlight can provide an Autobot with all the energy he needs for a full day, says Optimus Prime. You are a genius, Sparkplug. I'm just a good mechanic, the human says modestly. Right. This could be the end of our constant search for fuel, Optimus Prime goes on. It could be the key to defeating the Decepticons. The mention of the Decepticons, Buster cannot help shivering. He is proud of his father, but he knows how evil the Decepticons are. He still has 40 minutes to go, says Optimus Prime. What he doesn't know is that time may be running out for the Autobots. Unbeknownst to the humans and Autobots, they are not alone in the cave. Kickback, the evil Insecticon, has been waiting and listening. The grasshopper-like being also realizes how valuable the Sun Pack could be. The Decepticons must have this battery, he thinks to himself. Megatron will reward me well. He does not wait for the test to be finished. He slips out of the cave. Then he transmits a message to top-secret Decepticons headquarters. Megatron isn't here, answers Starscream. Okay, Starscream, the powerful Decepticon. He and some of the others are raiding a human power facility. What have you found, Insecticon? Kickback tells Starscream about the test of the Sun Pack. This is my chance to take command, thinks Starscream. He turns to the Decepticons remaining at headquarters. Decepticons, he commands. Prepare to attack the Autobots. Back in the cavern, Ironhide is still going strong. All the Autobots begin to cheer. They cannot hear a distant rumble outside the cave. It is the rumble of jet fighters approaching. But these are no ordinary jet fighters. It is a raiding party of Decepticons, led by the Silver Jet Starscream. Now Optimus Prime calls out, 10 seconds! The other Autobots take up the count. 9, 8, 7, 6. At that moment, rocks begin to fall, and the cave floor starts shaking. Then an unimaginable sight. A jet fighter plane flies into the cave. The Decepticons! Cries Optimus Prime. Quickly he pushes Sparkplug and Buster into a crevice away from the fighting. Autobots, defend yourself! He aims his laser rifle at Starscream and fires. Nice try, insulation brat! Snarls Starscream. Turning sharply, he drops a load of cluster bombs. The bombs miss the Autobots, but they shatter the stalactites. Large chunks of rocks fall everywhere. Other Decepticons have now entered the cave. Kickback rakes the Autobots with his submachine gun. Rumble and ground waves shakes the cavern. "Give up, you tin-plated trash cans!" commands Starscream. "Give up before we bury you under 100 tons of rock." I'm all over the place with Starscream's force. Just then, Bumblebee, the smallest of the Autobots, rolls up to Optimus Prime. "Optimus Prime," he says, "the fighting has opened a hole in the back of the cave. I checked it out. There seems to be a tunnel to the surface. Maybe we could get out that way." Optimus Prime thinks quickly. "Good work, Bumblebee. Even though we outnumber the Decepticons, all of us are low on fuel. I hate to retreat in the middle of battle, but..." Another blast rocks the cavern. The Autobots are fighting bravely, but the weapons and falling rocks are causing dents and shattering photocells. Optimus Prime knows it's only a matter of time before someone is seriously hurt. What should Optimus Prime do now? Should he stay and continue to fight the evil Decepticons? Or would it be safer to retreat into the tunnel and return to fight another day? If you think Optimus Prime should stand and fight now, turn to page 20. If you think it would be wiser to retreat, turn to page 40. I will turn to page 20. "We will never give in to the Decepticons," cries Optimus Prime. "We will stand and fight." The battle continues to rage. There are many more Autobots than Decepticons. The Decepticons are all fully fueled. "Had enough, Autobots?" sneers Starscream. "Or do you really want to be turned into junk?" Optimus Prime doesn't bother to answer. Starscream seems overconfident, and the evil jet fighter is having trouble flying in the cave. Optimus Prime now thinks he may be able to trap his foe. Perhaps this is a good chance to get rid of Starscream once and for all. All he needs to do is order all of the Autobots to turn their weapons on Starscream. But that would mean leaving the Autobots and humans unprotected from the other Decepticons. Is this plan too risky? What should Optimus Prime do? If you think he should order an attack on Starscream, turn to page 12. If you think he should continue to battle all the Decepticons, turn to page 32. I will turn to page 12, where we are bold. Quickly, Optimus Prime gives the orders. Before Starscream knows what is happening, he is the object of an all-out attack. "Take that, you flying fathead," cries the leader of the Autobots. The classy leader of the Autobots. He aims his laser gun and fires in a steady burst. Starscream turns sharply to avoid the devastating light beams. He narrowly misses a large stalactite. The other Decepticons attack, but without Starscream's command, they are disorganized. Their shots often miss their mark. Now the Autobot smokescreen shoots missiles from the shoulder-mounted launchers. The missiles burst into sharp pieces all around Starscream. They produce thousands of radio signals and microwaves. "Arrgh!" screams the evil Decepticon. "My guidance systems are shattered. Stop! Stop! I surrender!" He is flying in circles and seems about to crash. "Don't trust him," says Smokescreen. "One blast of my disruptor rifle will bring him down for good." What should Optimus Prime do now? His natural sense of fair play tells him to accept Starscream's surrender. But on the other hand, trusting a Decepticon seems more like a sure route to the junk pile. If you think Optimus Prime should accept this surrender, turn to page 56. If you think Optimus Prime should forget about his sense of fair play and let Smokescreen finish off the evil Decepticon, turn to page 10. Well, no evil Decepticons on my watch. "The Decepticon's word is worthless," says Optimus Prime. "Nice try, Starscream. Now prepare to become scrap metal." Smokescreen aims his disruptor rifle. He is ready to bring a quick end to the evil jet fighter. But at that moment, the other Decepticons counterattack. Thundercracker's deafening sonic boom throws Smokescreen to the floor. Firebombs, rockets, and magnet blasts rock the Autobots. "Autobots, defend yourself," gasps Optimus Prime. He attacks the foe with his laser rifle, but he can feel his energy slipping away. "So," the evil voice of Starscream comes from above where he hovers. "You may have wounded me, but I'll have the last laugh, Prime. You can have the Sun Pack. The Decepticons will have its inventor." With that, he swoops down to where Sparkplug and Buster are hiding. With one quick move, he grabs Sparkplug and the tractor beam. Then he flies from the cave, the other Decepticons with him. Alright. I think I'll let it go there. It's a pretty short book, 74 pages, and there aren't actually a lot of, choices to be made. But for a choose your own adventure book, what's particularly interesting is that there's a grand total of one entry that ends in defeat, which is kind of opposite to the usual choose your own adventure aesthetic of, oh, I'm sorry, you chose to go right? Well, you will die for no reason then. I suppose it was probably considered traumatic to have a bunch of endings where Decepticons just, destroy everything. There's a lesson there. Not a very good lesson. Autobots always win. I think the Decepticons would have gotten that one. Yeah. Okay, that's it for today.